The story begins in the near future, where Earth is facing an all-out alien invasion. Tension fills the air as an elite human special forces unit, led by Major Bennett, stealthily moves through the remnants of a forgotten military facility deep within the Earth's crust. They have received a mysterious signal, a cryptic message intercepted from deep space. The signal speaks of an ancient weapon, one that could be humanity's only hope to survive the alien onslaught. The soldiers know that if they can find this weapon, they might stand a chance against the technologically superior alien invaders. As they navigate through the eerie silence of the underground complex, the place feels like a tomb. The walls are lined with rusted machinery, and the air is thick with dust, hinting at how long this facility has been abandoned. With every step they take, the suspense builds. Could this weapon really be humanity's last chance? The group is on high alert, unaware that they are being watched. Unbeknownst to them, alien scouts have already tracked their movements, silently closing in from above, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. After what feels like hours of cautiously advancing through the dark corridors, the team finally reaches a large, reinforced steel door. Major Bennett, with his heart racing, orders the soldiers to prepare for entry. The door slides open with a low groan, revealing an enormous underground chamber. Inside, in the center of the room, sits a massive war machine, an ancient tank covered in layers of dust, forgotten by time. Its sleek, imposing design hints at a power far beyond anything the humans have ever seen. It looks like it has been dormant for centuries, yet there's an unsettling feeling in the air, as if the machine is waiting for something. The soldiers hesitate. The technology appears too advanced, too powerful, and they wonder if they can even get it working. Major Bennett studies the tank, unsure of how to proceed. They don't have time for mistakes. The alien forces are closing in, and they must act fast. Without warning, a sudden sound echoes from above, alien footsteps. The scouts have arrived. The soldiers quickly scramble to find cover, and Major Bennett realizes they have no choice but to try activating the tank, even though they're uncertain of how or if it will even respond. With his heart pounding, he orders the team to power up the tank. The moment the command is given, the ancient tank comes to life. For a moment, nothing happens, and the soldiers exchange uneasy glances, wondering if their last hope has failed. Then, slowly, the tank's surface begins to glow with strange blue light. The massive vehicle stirs as if waking from a long slumber. The sound of mechanical parts shifting fills the room. The soldiers are stunned. The tank activates itself, as if it knows what needs to be done. Advanced AI systems kick in, and the tank's heavy armor begins to retract, revealing massive weaponry hidden beneath. The sheer size and power of the machine are overwhelming. This isn't just any weapon. This is a masterpiece of a long-lost civilization, designed for one purpose: war. But as they marvel at the ancient technology, the alien scouts finally make their move. They drop from the ceiling, weapons drawn, ready to strike. They were waiting for this moment, knowing the humans had found something powerful. The soldiers are thrown into chaos, but the tank, now fully powered, springs into action on its own. With a roar, the tank's weapons come to life. Missiles launch, energy blasts fire in all directions, and the room is filled with blinding light as explosions rock the underground complex. As the soldiers scramble to stay alive, the tank reveals its full capabilities. It cloaks itself, disappearing from view, only to reappear behind the aliens with deadly precision. Its weapons are unlike anything the humans have ever seen. Plasma cannons that disintegrate enemies with a single shot, guided missile systems that seek out their targets like a hawk chasing prey, and defense shields that deflect incoming fire effortlessly. The soldiers are left in awe, watching as the tank takes down the alien scouts with almost no effort. But what is this weapon? Where did it come from? And why was it hidden away for so long? Major Bennett watches as the tank seemingly operates on its own, adapting to the situation, its AI analyzing the enemy's moves and responding accordingly. He begins to realize that this tank is more than just a machine. It's a sentient war machine, capable of thinking and acting with unimaginable precision. The soldiers exchange nervous glances. They have just activated something far beyond their understanding, something that could either save them or doom them all. As the last of the alien scouts are wiped out, the tank's glowing eyes turn towards Major Bennett. The machine is waiting for its next command. The tension grows as they realize they might have just unleashed Earth's ultimate weapon, or their ultimate downfall. The screen goes dark. The audience is left on the edge of their seats, wondering what comes next. The fate of humanity now rests on a weapon from a forgotten time, a weapon whose true power is yet to be fully understood. As Major Bennett and his team fight to survive the ambush in the underground bunker, the alien empire, an incredibly advanced race, plans its next move. These aliens are unlike anything humanity has encountered. They are known for their cutting-edge technology, which includes highly intelligent artificial beings and armies of robotic warriors that can think and adapt on their own. The aliens have been monitoring Earth for months, gathering information, and they've just detected the signal from the activation of the ancient war machine. The aliens believe humanity's technology is primitive and that Earth poses no real threat to their might. In response, the alien empire prepares to launch an invasion, sending a massive fleet of ships to the surface. Their goal: wipe out every last trace of human resistance. The aliens' massive warships descend upon Earth's atmosphere, blocking out the sun, casting shadows over cities below. The alien forces are methodical, ruthless, and confident in their superiority. They believe their victory is inevitable as their robotic soldiers begin to land across the globe, terrorizing humanity and leaving destruction in their wake. Earth, unprepared for such an overwhelming attack, scrambles to defend itself. The military launches every available unit, fighter jets, tanks, and soldiers, but none of them can stand against the aliens' advanced technology. The alien robots are faster, stronger, and more precise. They have weapons that can disintegrate entire squads of soldiers in an instant, and their artificial intelligence allows them to think multiple steps ahead of humanity's best strategies. Despite their best efforts, Earth's forces are quickly overwhelmed. Major Bennett, a seasoned soldier who has faced countless battles, is called upon to lead the counter-offensive. He's reluctant at first, haunted by the loss of his comrades in past conflicts, but he knows there is no one else who can turn the tide. His heart is heavy with the weight of the situation, but he is determined to fight back. The sight of Earth's cities burning, his home being torn apart, fuels a burning desire to protect it. This isn't just about survival anymore. It's about avenging the lives already lost and securing a future for those who remain. In a brief but powerful moment, Major Bennett gathers his team. His face is serious, but there's a glimmer of hope in his eyes. He tells them that they are not just fighting for survival, they are fighting for everything they've ever loved: their families, their homes, and the future of Earth. He reminds them of the strength of the human spirit, how humanity has overcome impossible odds before. As he speaks, the soldiers nod, their resolve solidifying. For the first time, Bennett feels a sense of unity with his team. They may be vastly outgunned, but together, they are not helpless. He knows they must fight with everything they have, not just for themselves, but for every person on Earth. This personal connection to the mission, this emotional bond with his team, makes the fight feel real to the audience. They know what's at stake, and the stakes couldn't be higher. It's humanity's last stand. The alien forces have come prepared, deploying an overwhelming array of advanced technology to crush Earth's defenses. Their war machines are massive, towering behemoths that seem invincible, armed with weapons that disintegrate anything in their path. Cloaked ships, hidden in plain sight, unleash waves of AI-controlled drones that swarm the battlefield, hunting down human soldiers with deadly efficiency. These drones are equipped with advanced sensors and weapons, making them almost impossible to escape from or defeat. The humans' weapons, rifles, tanks, and fighter jets, are no match for the alien machines, and they are quickly rendered useless against the relentless assault. Despite the overwhelming odds, Major Bennett refuses to back down. He orders his team to fall back to the location of the ancient war machine, the tank they had only recently activated. The tank, their last hope, may be their only chance to stand a fighting chance. Bennett knows this could be humanity's final stand, and he must make it count. His soldiers rally around him, determined to hold the line, even though they know the battle is far from certain. The battlefield erupts into chaos as close quarters combat breaks out around the ancient tank. Soldiers use anything they can find, rocks, steel pipes, and anything sharp, to fight back against the alien mechs. The sound of gunfire, the roar of explosions, and the cries of soldiers fill the air as they desperately try to fend off the alien onslaught. The visual spectacle is filled with intense action, futuristic warfare, and the overwhelming power of the alien machines. The tank, still dormant until now, suddenly activates its cloaking device, disappearing into thin air. The soldiers gasp as the massive war machine vanishes, only to reappear a few moments later, striking with deadly precision. The tank's advanced weaponry, unlike anything the humans have seen, tears through the alien forces, obliterating mechs and drones in seconds. Its power and speed make it a formidable force on the battlefield, but even with the tank's incredible firepower, the tide of battle is still uncertain. Explosions light up the sky, sending clouds of dust and debris into the air. The soldiers scramble to stay alive, dodging blasts and trying to regroup, while the alien forces relentlessly push forward. The visuals are breathtaking, with the clash of advanced technology against human grit unfolding in real time. Every moment is packed with suspense, and the fate of Earth hangs in the balance. The battle continues to rage on, and the first wave ends in disaster. Despite their best efforts, Bennett's team suffers heavy losses. The alien forces are simply too powerful, and the humans' resistance is faltering. In the midst of the chaos, Sergeant Bonner, Bennett's closest friend and fellow soldier, is struck down by an alien drone. Bennett watches in horror as Bonner's lifeless body falls to the ground, his once strong frame now a casualty of the war. The loss of Bonner is a crushing blow to Bennett, who had always relied on his friend in the darkest moments of battle. Bonner wasn't just a comrade, he was family. The grief of losing him cuts deep, but Bennett knows he must keep fighting. Bonner's death becomes a catalyst for his determination. In that moment of heartbreak, Bennett finds a new resolve. The emotional weight of the loss fuels the humans' fight. They can't afford to give up now, not when so many have sacrificed their lives already. As Bennett looks around at the faces of the remaining soldiers, he knows that the victory, if they are to achieve it, will come at a great cost. This is not just a fight for survival. It's a fight for justice, for the honor of those they've lost, and for the future of humanity. As the battle rages on, Major Bennett and his team begin to realize that the ancient tank they have unlocked holds far more power than they initially thought. The machine is not just a relic of the past, it's a weapon of unimaginable potential. Inside the tank, hidden compartments are revealed, containing advanced weaponry, energy shields, and drones guided by an AI system far beyond anything humanity has developed. The soldiers are in awe of the tank's capabilities, but there's one catch: it's not perfect. The team discovers that the tank's energy core, the very heart of its power, is unstable. The more they use the tank's advanced systems, the closer they come to pushing the core to a dangerous breaking point. If they aren't careful, using its full potential could trigger an explosion powerful enough to destroy everything in the surrounding area, including themselves. Despite the danger, Major Bennett knows that this may be their last opportunity to turn the tide of battle and save humanity. The tank could be their weapon of salvation, but it comes at a great cost. In a bold and daring move, Bennett orders the tank to unleash its full firepower. The massive war machine comes to life, launching devastating orbital bombardments from hidden satellites in space. Laser beams streak across the sky, cutting through the atmosphere and raining down on the alien landing zones. Explosions light up the battlefield as alien mechs and drones are torn apart by the overwhelming firepower. The tank's weapons, enhanced by advanced AI, pinpoint the alien forces with deadly accuracy, causing chaos and confusion among the invaders. The air is filled with the deafening sounds of laser fire and explosions as the tank's shells tear through the alien forces. Alien ships and drones fall from the sky in a fiery blaze, and the alien invaders are thrown into disarray. It's a spectacular display of futuristic warfare, with each shot landing with brutal force. The battle is turning in favor of humanity, but the cost of using the tank's full power is clear. The more they fight, the closer they come to triggering the unstable core. As the battle reaches its peak, Bennett and his team realize that time is running out. The energy core of the tank is flashing red, warning them that it is dangerously close to critical overload. The soldiers know that their window of opportunity is closing fast. Major Bennett makes a heartbreaking decision. He orders the tank's weapons to be activated one last time. This is their final chance to deal a crippling blow to the alien invaders, but it could also be their last stand. Bennett's voice is steady, but there's a sense of urgency in his command. His soldiers, understanding the gravity of the situation, rally behind him. They know the risks, but they are ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. The tank's weapons fire once again, sending out a barrage of missiles, lasers, and bombs that obliterate the remaining alien forces. The humans fight alongside the tank, charging into the fray as the world around them is torn apart by the tank's devastating firepower. As the tank powers up for one final assault, the soldiers brace for what they know could be the end. They fight with everything they have, knowing that their actions will either save humanity or lead to their destruction. The sense of sacrifice and heroism is overwhelming as the final moments of the battle unfold. With the tank's core reaching critical levels, the soldiers make one last push to ensure the aliens are defeated, even if it costs them their lives. The alien forces, now fully aware of the ancient tank's immense power, make their final desperate attempt to destroy it. They deploy every remaining weapon in their arsenal: cloaked ships, powerful war machines, and waves of AI-controlled drones. The battle intensifies as both sides engage in fierce close-quarters combat, with the aliens unleashing everything they have. Explosions rock the battlefield, and the sky is filled with laser fire as humanity's forces desperately try to hold their ground. But the tank, powered by advanced AI, quickly adapts to the alien strategies. It becomes a game-changer in the battle. The AI-controlled tank anticipates every alien move, countering their attacks with deadly precision. Soldiers cheer as the tank eliminates wave after wave of alien invaders, but the aliens are relentless. The intensity of the fight reaches a peak when the tank targets and obliterates the alien command ship. The explosion is massive, sending shockwaves through the battlefield and decimating the alien leadership. In the midst of this chaos, Major Bennett and his remaining soldiers push forward, standing firm as the final wave of alien forces advances. They fight with everything they have left, using the tank's power as their shield, until the very last moments. The battle seems impossible, but their resolve is unwavering. They refuse to give up, knowing that this is the last stand for humanity. As the situation becomes increasingly desperate, Major Bennett realizes the tank's energy core is dangerously close to exploding. With the alien forces in retreat, Bennett orders one final strike, intending to wipe out the remaining invaders once and for all. The tank's AI powers up the remaining systems, and the machine fires off its last missiles, releasing its full destructive force. The blast is colossal. The explosion destroys the alien invasion fleet in one catastrophic wave. The alien forces are obliterated, their remaining ships and troops caught in the blast. However, the tank's core reaches its critical limit, and the entire machine is consumed by the explosion, leaving nothing but smoke and debris behind. While the blast wipes out the alien forces, the tank is lost forever. Major Bennett and the surviving soldiers look on in silence, knowing that they've won the battle, but at a great cost. The sacrifice of the tank and the soldiers who fought alongside it has secured humanity's survival. They've succeeded against an alien threat that seemed impossible to defeat, but the victory has come at the highest price. The camera pans over the wreckage of the battlefield, showing the alien ships and mechs reduced to smoldering ruins. Humanity has triumphed, but the victory is bittersweet. The surviving soldiers, though battered and exhausted, stand proud in the midst of the destruction. They have lost many comrades, but they have won the war. The camera slowly zooms out, showing the remains of the alien invasion fleet as a symbol of Earth's victory over seemingly insurmountable odds.